I want to tell you a story. It's a story of fighting against all odds, of escaping certain death. This is a story of survival. Hi, it's Emily from Bite Size Vegan, and welcome to another Vegan Nugget. Today I want to talk a little about the importance of farm animal sanctuaries and share the incredible stories of some sanctuary residents. Now, a lot of my videos focus on the horrors of the animal products industry, and we cannot ever lose sight of those atrocities. We slaughter over 150 billion animals every year. That's over 5,000 killed every second. But there are some survivors. They are few, and they are miracles. They are refugees from the most vicious, longest, and bloodiest war our planet has ever seen. These few who manage to escape need sanctuary, a place to live out their lives free of the exploitation they so narrowly avoided. This is the role farm sanctuaries play. They are safe houses for refugees, providing shelter, food, water, and most importantly, freedom. I myself have visited and volunteered at SASHA Farm Animal Sanctuary in Manchester, Michigan, and seeing the animals there plants a seed of cautious hope that someday every animal can live free. I'd like to introduce you to some of these survivors. Meet Jefferson. Jefferson was raised on a farm destined for slaughter. He was sold by the pound and loaded onto a truck headed for a slaughterhouse in Detroit. But Jefferson, like every living being, didn't want to die. He somehow escaped and he ran. He literally ran for his life down Jefferson Avenue in Detroit, garnering much media attention and bringing light to the obvious fact that animals do not want to be our food. Jefferson was eventually caught, and through intense negotiations and public outcry, the slaughterhouse finally agreed to set Jefferson free. He came to SASHA Farm and now lives with his bovine brethren in peace. One of Jefferson's fellow residents has a similar story of escape. About a decade after Jefferson's flight, 3-year-old Fargo was being held in a pen at a meat processing plant in North Dakota. Minutes away from slaughter, Fargo broke loose from the pen and ran to freedom. Once destined to be killed at the age of 3, Fargo can now live for 20 more years or more, the natural lifespan of cows, which they so rarely get to reach. Last September, SASHA Farms rescued 100 battery hens from a group of 3,000 who'd been rescued from being gassed at a California egg farm. These hens had never before touched the earth, never seen the sky, never been able to stretch their wings. They'd lived the entirety of their lives cramped into battery cages on top of one another. These are but a few of hundreds of stories of survival, and it's important that they are told. By their very unlikely existence, these refugees call attention to the war at hand. For every one who escapes, millions do not. These few are no longer someone's property, no longer something owned, but someone free to live. SASHA was founded by Dorothy Davies and Monty Jackson, who work every day to provide for their residents. Dorothy, as reported by Veg News, urges that more animal sanctuaries that can care for larger animals are needed, saying that along with giving larger animals the care they need, such sanctuaries offer greater opportunity for education. She believes the quickest way to create a new vegan is to have them make a connection with one animal, and that it really only takes one to change your life. Evoking Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., she says that the fight against a carnist culture is a struggle we can win, while accepting that we may not be here when it ends. Farm sanctuaries are so vital to the animal rights movement. These survivors deserve a place to live free of exploitation. And this is happening on an international scale, with the 269 activists of Israel recently founding their own farm sanctuary. They are just getting started and already have a growing community of animals who finally found their freedom. So tell these stories and give a face to the billions of animals murdered every year. The number is so unfathomable and the victims are so intangible that it's easy for people to ignore the slaughter. But when you look into the eyes of someone who has escaped this war, they tell you that it is very real. As Dorothy says, it really only takes one to change your life. I'm including the links to SASHA Farms and the 269 Farm in the description below. If ever there was a worthy cause to support, it's farm animal sanctuaries. Please consider donating and share this video around to give a voice to the survivors and to those who did not escape. Give the video a thumbs up if you were touched by these stories, and if you're new, I would love to have you as a subscriber. Now go live vegan, and I'll see you soon.